Hi, this interview is for Zach. My name is Siren Saint Sin, and I am an erotic entertainer, cam model, photographer, and cinematographer. I am a former burlesque performer and fetish model, though I don't want to say so much former as in semi-retired. I just don't do as much anymore, and I create a lot of my own content. And this is my interview, just to give a little bit more information about me. Right now, so the first question is, how long have you been a performer? I have been a performance artist professionally for 23 years. I have worked in the strip clubs, I have worked on stages in bars and clubs and all over. As for adult entertainer, I have been working on and off in the industry since I was 18 years old. I am almost 41, so I've been doing this for a while. I've really concentrated on clip making and online erotic entertainment besides camming since December 2018. I've been a cam model for 4 years, so I've been doing this on and off in that time. So I probably want to say a total of about 10 years I've been doing everything. If I was just to squish it and combine it together, for about 10 years. Is there anything you have a goal to reach for in this business? Right now, my goal is to bring out awareness as much as possible. I have gotten onto some new social media platforms and creating the clips, so I'd like that to kind of speak for itself. I really am still filling out what makes me me as a performer, and what I like to do, so it's kind of shifting a little bit. So I haven't always been consistent in what I do, but it's getting there. I think my long-term goals is to really just combine my work as a photographer and videographer, cinematographer, and creating erotic art that feels most comfortable with me. I do hope one day to be able to support my family from it, but that's not necessarily the ultimate goal. It's just to continue doing this and share what I like to do. Do I have a favorite thrilling movie? I don't really like horror movies or thrillers. I think I really like documentaries. So if I'm going to probably go with a thriller, it would probably be Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I think that's an incredible movie, but I also really like the books. What is the question people ask me the most? Did it hurt? Did it hurt? And they're referring to my tattoos. And that is probably the single most question I get, especially now that I'm getting a lot more ink done and I have really big projects that I'm doing on my body. And the answer is yes. The second most common question is, what hurt the most? And all of them is the answer. I know, the elbow really freaking sucks. Like the whole elbow region, inside the arm, elbow, all of that just really sucks bad. Currently working on a big back and neck piece, so that hasn't been so pleasant. What do I look for in a man or woman? That's really hard. My sexuality is weird. I am really turned on by personality and passion and energy and so much that's so hard to explain. But if I was to go physically, somebody who takes care of themselves, understands the importance of physical fitness. It doesn't mean that you have to be like a fitness model or anything, just that you have to work out, you have to eat well, you have to take into consideration that this is your temple, and how you treat it or decorate it is really important. Confidence is really sexy. I don't like somebody who's going to constantly need that reassurance from outside sources. So that's kind of what I look most for in a partner. I am prone to curvy bodies for women, not unlike my own. But I think that's pretty much about it. That's a very complicated question for me. What is never worth my time? Willful ignorance. I'm just not going to deal with willful ignorance. If people want to argue and stuff over things that are trivial or just like purposely not being engaging, that's just not worth my time. People like that just aren't worth it. And a lot of drama. Honestly, it's just not worth it. The older I get, the worse I get about that. When I meet someone, what's the first thing they should do? Well, to be themselves. It's not that hard. It's not too complicated on what I think people should do. Just be yourself, be honest. Like either we're gonna mash or we're not. There's no reason why anybody should have to be something they're not just to appease somebody else. Like, you know, just be yourself. Say hi, be cool, be chill. You know, be genuine in your asking of somebody. Like, how are you? If you don't care really how their day is going, then don't ask. Just be like, hope you have a great day. My favorite color, I am really, I don't know if I have a favorite, but probably red's, like a deep crimson red, like will really get to me, or a good cherry red. I really like that. I wear a lot of black, but I'm not sure if I want to say that that's my favorite color. I just happen to gravitate towards it. My measurements, it's 36.8D, I think. I don't know, bras are so weird. So probably like a 36D, we'll just go with that. 29 and 42. I am 5'3", and yeah, so there's my measurements. What do I consider to be rich? Financially, you'd probably want to be making 3 figures. I think that's like considered like rich. As for being rich, like you can be rich in life. You can have like a great family and friends and a fulfilling job, but it doesn't always necessarily make a lot of money. It makes the survivable income, but you really enjoy what you do. And I think that makes somebody rich, of which I am. I am very blessed in my life with great people and great things, and I love all my businesses and everything I do for a living, because sex work isn't the only thing I do. What is my favorite food and what do I like cooking? I don't really particularly like cooking. Like, the act of cooking itself just does not fascinate me. But I am a foodie. I love to eat. Oh man, do I love to eat. I love food. But my favorite is street food. Oh my God, I love good street food. Oh man, I'd love to travel the world and just eat street food. I'm not sure if I have a favorite food. I try not to limit myself. I think that's why I don't have like a lot of favorites. I don't have a favorite kind of music. I don't have a favorite really anything. There's things I gravitate towards, but my personality changes all the time and my interests change all the time. So I'm not sure I want to say that I have a favorite. I don't really particularly like cooking, but if there was one thing that I know that's a good comfort food at home, it's creamy pimiento chicken. That shit's good. Yeah, that's a good one that I like. How do I prefer to have sex or favorite position? And honestly, that's another one that goes with depends on the partner. Size and genitals and things like that. Like I could say I really like doggy style, but that doesn't really work with a woman. I am probably going to be tribbing the fuck out of her. I love scissoring and things like that. So it really kind of depends with my partner. With my husband, I think like chest down, ass up is probably one of my favorites. I do have like not so favorites, but as favorite, I don't really have a particular favorite sex position. You know, I guess it kind of just depends on my mood. I'm so bad at this. I'm sorry. When is too much to drink? I'm not a big drinker. So to me, like anything above 2 drinks is probably too much. 2 or 3 drinks. If you know that you're just feeling really kind of too good or you're feeling really down, you've probably had too much. My favorite place in the world is my studio. I love my studio more than anything because it's a place that I get to create, that my imagination holds no limits or no bounds. And that to me is the most amazing thing. I've just recently built a home studio that fits everything that I do and is the most amazing thing ever. So I really, really like that. Do you have an idea for world peace? Shit. If I could get everybody just to understand that not everybody's going to live your way of life and probably get rid of religion, that would probably bring around a lot of world peace. A lot of discourse is brought on by the belief of somebody's religion it being enforced onto somebody else, which is never cool. So I would probably do that. Yeah, I think that's about it for my interview right now. I hope that was able to give you a little bit of insight into me. I am a very complicated person, I think, just like everybody else, and there's no one set answer to just about anything if we really think about it. We could be so much more than just a little snippet of an interview. But there I am. You guys can check me out on SirenSaintSin.com, also SirenStSin.com, as well as many other things. Check me out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, even Snapchat. So there you go. Thanks for coming to my interview. Bye.